fuckers, Archie Luxury here. Archie Luxury here. And today I just wanted to talk about why wristwatches, you know, why it's such a fucking sin what Tag Heuer did. And this is where they bought the intellectual property from Seiko. And, you know, Seiko, the Grand Seikos are pretty good pieces. Okay, I wouldn't buy one, but, you know, you've got to hand it to the Japanese. They are clever fuckers. However, luxury goods is something beyond perfection. Luxury goods is snobbery, it's breeding, it's snooty watchmaking at its best. And, you know, someone sent me a great email. They sent me an email. I think it was Tim Sharp, my great buddy who paid for dinner. And Tim said to me, he said, look, what's so wrong? Watchmakers like Patek, they've used other people's movements in the past. Which is true. Patek used Nouvelle Lemania basic machines. And, you know, this is a very interesting thing. Yes, there is nothing wrong with a watchmaker using another house's machine. However, fuckers, it depends which watchmaker they go to. Let me explain further. For example, Maserati, which is owned by Ferrari, Maserati goes to Ferrari and says, we need an engine. There's nothing wrong with Maserati using a Ferrari engine. That is a good thing, because it's a fantastic fucking engine. However, if Maserati went to Hyundai and said, can you please supply an engine, it would be a fucking joke. It'd be a laughing stock. This is what I'm trying to say, fuckers. And it's also like if Maserati went to Toyota and said, could you make an engine for us? Even though Toyota has some wonderful engines, especially in the Lexus, they got a huge range of motors. The problem is, Maserati is an Italian, it's a European brand. And that's what people are buying into. However, you know, you can't get away with putting a Japanese motor in the car if it's a Maserati. Tag Heuer, proudly Swiss-made since 1860. That's just fucking marketing spiel. That's all it is. It's marketing spiel. And this is the whole thing that makes it so off, is the fact that you do not go to your enemies, no matter how good the motor is. You do not go to your enemies to help you make product. You have something called dignity. And the Germans are great at dignity. I mean, fuck, Mercedes was using drum fucking brakes. They were using drum brakes, and they had their Teutonic fucking reasoning. They wouldn't concede that disc brakes were better. But, you know, that's the kind of German pride. They didn't just ring up Dunlop and say, can we use your braking system in our car? No. And this is what makes it such a sin. It's not so much, there's nothing wrong with one maker using another maker's movement. For example, Breguet to this day uses Lemania to make the movement for the Type 20 Breguet. Now that's a fucking good movement. That's a fantastic movement, fuckers. And that's the thing. There's nothing wrong with using another maker's movement. However, you cannot go to your enemy and use their movement. And then to put Swiss made since 1860 all over your fucking product. It's just, you know, this is what's happening to this world. It's getting nasty. Nasty. The corporate world is becoming nasty. They're offshoring, outsourcing, everything to nickel and dime. And when you buy a luxury watch, the reason you pay big money is because you believe they're not nickel and diming. And when the fuckers are nickel and diming, how do you justify the huge fucking price? And that's the sin. That is the sin that was committed. And I gotta fucking tell you, fuckers, I mean, using an ETA movement is similar to car makers using generic General Motors parts. The purists know what's going on. They were never that successful. And they were it's always the weak point. They were mocked because of it. When you buy a brand like Isso Griffo, they were mocked because they were using a Corvette engine. They were a beautiful European designed car, but they used Yankee donk, okay? It doesn't go over well. When you're buying a supercar, you want the snobbery of a prestigious Italian motor in it. Now, this is what's wrong with society. Everyone's taking shortcuts. The corporate world is getting nasty and vicious. Well, fuckers, I gotta tell you this. Any brand who uses value or ETA can't be a luxury brand. IWC uses some fucking generic movements in their pieces. That's a sin, okay? That's a crime. Same as Breitling. Another. You can't do it. You can't do it and have street cred. And this is the whole problem here. It's the street cred of your product. Watches aren't just about bang per buck. They're about aspirations and dreams. And when you find out that the tag you've bought, they're just as nasty as that big Yankee American corporate that you work for, suddenly the luxury item has lost its aspiration and allure. So what I'm saying, fuckers, is wristwatches, luxury wristwatches we like to put on a pedestal. They're made the old-fashioned way. Before corporates got nasty. Nasty fuckers! Before they got so nasty. What Tag did by using Seiko Intellectual Property is an absolute joke. No self-respecting Swiss CEO would do that. And it's a corporate decision. They can justify fucking anything. These corporates can justify fucking anything they want to justify. There's not a problem. They're corporates. They're nasty fuckers. These corporates are mean, nasty fuckers. They can justify anything. Doesn't make it right, fuckers, does it? It doesn't make it right. And this is the big thing. Movements. There's nothing wrong with using another house's movement, but it's got to be a fucking great movement. To use a JLC is a great honor. To use an ETA or a Valjoux is a fucking disgrace. So it's the quality of the movement they're using. And I just want to put it out there, fuckers. Don't be sucked in by this corporate slime. Buying luxury goods is your chance to fight back, bite back, and say, no, I'm not prepared to accept the corporate bullshit in my luxury goods. I'm Archie Luxury, the luxury goods guru, and I hope to educate the masses on the truth. See you later, fuckers! What Tag did by using Seiko Intellectual Property is an absolute joke. No self-respecting Swiss CEO would do that. And it's a corporate decision. They can justify fucking anything. These corporates can justify fucking anything they want to justify. There's not a problem. They're corporates. They're nasty fuckers. These corporates are mean, nasty fuckers. They can justify anything. Doesn't make it right, fuckers, does it? It doesn't make it right. And this is the big thing. Movements. There's nothing wrong with using another house's movement, but it's got to be a fucking great movement. To use a JLC is a great honour. To use an ETA or a Valjoux is a fucking disgrace. So it's the quality of the movement they're using. And I just want to put it out there, fuckers. Don't be sucked in by this corporate slime. Buying luxury goods is your chance to fight back, bite back, and say, no, I'm not prepared to accept the corporate bullshit in my luxury goods. I'm Archie Luxury, the luxury goods guru, and I hope to educate the masses on the truth. See you later, fuckers!